Hello everyone and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, I want to try the Enigma Jewel again, but this time in an Azorius shell. So my idea of the Azorius, or the Enigma Jewel and Azorius deck is we're going to draw a lot of cards in Mazemind Tome and one Collector's Vault, because I can't have 5 Mazemind Tomes in a deck. And then we can also mill our opponent out with Realmbreaker, right? The Enigma Jewel can be used to activate the Realmbreaker. So we can just kind of destroy a bunch of creatures on our opponent's side with our creature removal, and then try to draw out cards for, inevitable answers to anything they play. In addition to all of that, we also have one additional sort of recycled ability in Finale of Revelation. This is a a 2-mana X, but really we're gonna pay like 10 into it, right? Because if X is 10 or more, as you can read here, instead shuffle your entire graveyard into your library and then draw X cards, and then you can untap up to 5 lands while having no maximum hand size for the rest of the game. So what that means is, well, if we finale for 10, which costs 12 mana total, we get to untap 5 lands. So immediately we have interaction. And then we draw 10 cards, which most likely we're going to draw 3 steps ahead if we need counterspells. We will draw a Sunfall or a DOJ if we need to, blow up the board. And then we're going to have our recycled ability so that we don't mill out, while our opponent definitely mills out. That's the whole idea of this deck. And of course, let's talk about the whole deck list. In the early game, we're going to have 2 Authority of the Consul. Right, 2 Authority of the Consul, 2 Enigma Jewel, and 2 Ghost Vacuum. These are kind of the tricky package in this deck. Authority against aggro decks, Enigma Jewel for the heart of this deck, and then Ghost Vacuum to exile cards from our opponent's graveyard so that they don't get any recursion, they don't get any graveyard tricks on us, and then we can always summon their entire graveyard to try to win that way. Right, that's kind of the idea of our 1-drops. Then the 2-drops, we have 4 Get Lost. This is absolutely necessary in the today metagame. So many Kaitos running around. So Get Lost will be very useful against those decks. Now, in addition to that, of course, we also need to, be able to get lost creatures against the mouse decks and things like that. But we also have 1 Collector's Vault and 4 Mazemind Tomes for 5 different card draws that can be activated with the Enigma Jewel. That's very important because that ramp us a little bit. Now, turn 3, we have 4 3 steps ahead. It's a bad counterspell. That could be a 5-mana good counterspell. And then we also have 4 temporary lockdown. Now, you might think this is a bit of a non-ball, right? This is 3 mana that locks everything down, including our Collector's Vault, including our Mazemind Tome, including all of our 1-drop plays. That is true. But there's so many mouse decks out there that without the lockdown, you just die. And with the lockdown, you get to survive long enough that these recursions can come back in, especially because we have more of these in our deck, right? So as long as we don't die, we can bring the next ones back. We lock down the first Mazemind Tome, we have 3 more left in the deck, we can still do. And if we lock down one of the Enigma Jewels, we have more to come back. So of course, I don't like to do this, but this is what Wizard has forced us to, so that's why there's 4 temporary lockdown in the deck. And then 1 Realmbreaker. Realmbreaker is how we're going to mill our opponent out with the Enigma Jewel activation. This will be very cheap. And then we have 3 Day of Judgment. I have 2 of the is it Strixhaven? Secret Lair one? I don't know what it's called, but yeah, I have 2. I don't want to craft another one. Wizards are very stingy. This is a mythic, so I need a mythic wild rare, so I don't want to do that. So instead, I just have the regular Day of Judgment. So it kind of looks ugly. You need 3 Day of Judgments. That's the idea. And then we have 2 Jace, 3 Sunfalls, and then 1 River's Rebuke. This is another removal that a lot of times opponents don't see coming. This just returns all non-land permanent target player control back to their hand. So this hates on everything. Enchantments, artifacts, creatures, planeswalkers, anything. Just bounce it all back to their hand. And it works really well with Finale of Revelation. Because, well, we can Finale if we untap 5 lands, right? Let's say that we have a straggling treasure from the Collector's Vault or from the Fountainport. We can use that on River's Rebuke, and now our opponent bounces everything. We have a whole hand of, fresh new cards. They have no board, and we reset with, 10 cards in hand instead of the normal 7 that you draw in the opening 10, and you have a lot of lands. In a control deck, that spells doom for your opponent. Then, of course, we top it all off with the Finale of Revelations. Now, the land base, we're very control heavy deck, so 26 lands total. We're going to have 2 plains, 2 islands, 4 Floodfarm Verge, 4 Meticulous Archive, 4 Seachrome Coast, and then 2 Restless Anchorage to round off the blue-white dual lands. And then we have 2 Demo Fields, 4 Fountainport, and 2 Hall of Tagsin, or Tagsin. I remember this card when I was playing Urza deck that I really like, and I want to try it again. This is a beautiful card because with the Enigma Jewel, every turn we can very easily create Power Stones. And the Power Stones are very useful because then later on, we can use those Power Stones to power multiple Mazemind Tomes. We can use those Power Stones to power multiple Fountainports that will create multiple treasures, and then we'll get a lot of mana ramp. Of course, I don't think it's going to happen in any game because that takes a lot of turns, but this is the inevitability if your opponent goes long. Either way, we're just going to mill them out with Jace, right? And we can mill them out with Jace very easily because Realmbreaker mills half their deck already. And then when we do the recursion, it's very easy to get 2 Jace to mill out their whole deck. So you don't need to have more than 2 Jace in the deck. You can even go down to 1, and you can still win that way because we have the recursion, and most likely our opponent don't. And even if they do have recursions, the Ghost Vacuum will stop that from happening. So let's go into the games. Alright, our opponent is Control. Well, you can troll all you want, but if you're going to play mono red, you're just not a good player. Hello? Mono white. I mean, that's not fair, right? He might not be mono. But he is white. Let's put out the authorities, gain a little bit of life. Let's see what color he is. It does look like mono white. Mono white Skrelv. That's interesting. I don't really like the Skrelv Hive, right? Let's get rid of it. Skrelv Hive is scary. He gets a lot of tempo on that. Endure Innocence is fine. You can pump that. It does not hurt me in any way whatsoever. We play the Enigma Jewel. Do I need to hold up a Get Lost? Might as well. Deal all the damage you want. Or you can play a bunch of creatures. Ossification. Good luck. I got nothing for you to ossify. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'll take 3. It's got to play something, right? No? You're gonna play nothing? Alright, I don't really have card draws, but I can make treasure. 2 Toxic Mites. I can't stop that, so I guess it is. It is just gonna go through. The toxicity. Caretaker's Talent. I don't like that. Let's see if he uses the Caretaker's Talent. He attacks, right? So I can just get rid of it right now. Think he's gonna do it in response to anything? I don't think so. He use up his mana. Oh boy. Alright, there's 5. It just takes 2 out. I can get 1 more mana. I don't think it's enough. So we'll get ourselves a 3-3. We got activated even with the Enigma Jewel. That's 2 of our Get Lost down though. That's... Yeah, it's a different battle we gotta fight. Another Skrelv's Hive. That's scary. Let's activate this right now. He can remove it if he wants. Draw a card and discard a card. Play a land. No, we'll attack for 3. Alright. I don't think we can aggro them fast enough, but this counterspell might help. If he plays anything, we're gonna counter it. Lay down arm. Okay, do we counter a lay down arm? It's not really that good, right? We'll let that go. Yeah. Drawing a lot of lands. Pick a token. Another one of these, huh? I mean, we could draw, but what could we draw into that might help? It's better just to hold up a counterspell? It might be. Scarf Hive is going to get big, so we got to be careful about that. But okay, good thing our opponent just plays into this. We got to discard a card. Do we discard a Fountainport? I still have another counterspell, funny enough. There is a 2/2 now. I guess we jump. Finale. Oh boy. Okay, I do want to keep my finale here. 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need like 4 more turns for this. Will it last 4 more turns? This can accelerate it a little bit quicker. But we gotta be very careful with how we fight this. So we got rid of how many talents? 2 talents. Do I have 2 white? No. So let's get white, blue, and then we will get the colorless Fountainport. Parting Gust. Did he give a fish? He did give a fish, right? He's gonna give me a fish. I can copy this, or I can just counter it. Do you have another Parting Gust? Okay. Do we draw here? It does ramp a bit. Please don't draw like a Sunfall. But I guess it was bound to happen. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. $10. 11. I'm okay with the Fountainport, right? It's Surveil, so I mean I should have put it in the graveyard anyways, but it's fine. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I can get a 12 with the Collector's Vault. Block one of the 1/1s. You can pump it with the Sea Core. Pump that with the Sea Core as well. 6. So how many mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Playing a Fountainport will be 12. So making a treasure here doesn't do much. Making a Power Stone here doesn't do much. I guess I still make a treasure anyways. I'll make a fish. All the mana. I get a Sunfall here. I do get something like a Sunfall, right? 1, 2, 3. 4? 4? Like this. Don't have enough to play the fall, right? I think I... It's untap 5 lands, I only untap 4. Whoops! Okay, you know what? That was my mistake. I got a little bit too angsty, so let's just DOJ. Is there things in the graveyard I want to exile? Not really. This is 1-1, right? Target 1-1. CV White Sun's here. It doesn't White Sun, giving me a lot of time. Draw and discard. There's my Sunfall. I can throw the Authority now, right? I don't think I need 2 Authorities against this deck. I do need all the lands. Alright, first we vanish. Oh, wow, okay. So you tap the worst land for that. Thanks a lot. So we have a Fountainport here. We tap an island. We tap you know what? I'll probably play it twice. We tap a white. Manage that. Do we have enough for Jace? Guess we'll Collector's Vault again. There's 2 Jace. He's at 39. I don't think I have enough. Throw away the Archive. I could throw away the Jewel, honestly. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Emotions are distractions. Focus on the facts. Our plans are beyond your comprehension.
It's gonna make a 1-1. Gives me 1 life. And SCV 4 wipes. Ossification on the Jace. That's fine, I got 2 Jaces.
Too much noise!
Also have a lot of removal. The treasures can go, now I can block. Unless I have a removal for this too. No? Okay. Why is he attacking with a negative 2-1? Okay, he just lets that go. What are we gonna get here? Another Seachrome Coast? I mean, don't think I need this Jewel. What can I craft with in the graveyard? I have nothing to craft in the graveyard. Okay, so you can definitely Mirrex another one. I don't want that to happen, but it's gonna happen. Do we have enough? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 Fountainport. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another Fountainport. 1, 2, 3, 4. A Jace. Right? Not exactly enough. So we'll tap blue, white, And then I guess we'll tap the limit blue.
Phyrexia's plans are already in motion. Organic minds are easily quelled.
Don't even have time for a Mazemind Tome. This is sad. With all the mana that I have, like against this deck, I'm really just getting pressured. What do I have? Exile. Finale and Jace. What does he have exile? Nothing really. All face, huh? I'll go to 7. It's risky, but 7 is not, you know, dead. And it does go up 1 fish. Now if he, you know, White Suns, I have something to do. It's another lay down arm. White. Alright. Now he just gave me a bunch of life. All that damage meant nothing. As I know they would. Now we draw. We can toss this. Do I have enough mana? No. How many? 10. Not quite there. The last of my basic lands. 100 mil 3. Oh, another Mirix.
I will clear your
Looks like that Mirix is gone. Yeah, it's Mazemind Tome. One turn, we just won all the way ahead. I do have a lot of lands though, so that's not great. Caretaker's Talent. I can't stop that. That's like, what, the last of it? How many do you have? 1, 2, 1, 2. I thought I got rid of another one. Did I not? No, there's 2 more. Well, there's 1 more after this. And that's good. Oh, advantage. Okay, well, let's get rid of that. You're a caretaker, shouldn't have talents. Let me draw a card. Could be a main turn play. It's not. We'll drop the Seachrome Coast. Then we'll play the Archive. Ooh, a Realmbreaker. That will mill him out quick. So it's 0. And we will end turn. Did I put a land? I did. He's playing it up, which is admirable, but he has no chance. Okay, anything else I can do? Make a Power Stone. I have 2 treasures, so I could definitely use 3-step if I need to counter something in response. My turn. Get lost. How many? 13 to my 20. 23? Didn't I draw my whole deck? Alright. Realmbreaker is going to mill them real quick. Hold on a second. I have 23 cards left in my deck. He has 13 cards in his graveyard. He has 28 cards left in his deck. That is not what I was expecting. How many? Hold on a second. Let's just go up. Don't really need to draw cards as much as just gotta get a big mill out in one turn, right?
Our plans
Wait.
are beyond your
I missed lethal.
comprehension.
I might have missed lethal. I forgot that I had to get lost. Charge. No charge. Yeah, this is lethal now. Enduring Innocence? Good. Draw your cards. See if that helps you. I'm at 14 life. He's got one card left. I wonder what he has. Scar of Flinks. Man, I can't believe there are arrows telling me that I have more artifacts than I know what to do with. Here, mill like
Retreat is
12 cards?
surrender every
Exactly
last thought
15?
to Phyrexia.
Thanks for keeping my Jace safe. He's here to mill you for 15. I like how Jace mill doesn't have the +5 ticker. So I gotta click it 5
All
times.
your hopes and dreams were for nothing.
GG! Your toxic could not throw me far enough. Alright, our opponent is Kisa93. Alright, opponent goes first. Again. That looks like a black deck, though. What? Did I say keep? I don't know, I guess I did say keep. It happened all too quickly. Do we even Enigma Jewel here? Is it any good? You know what? We made an Enigma Jewel deck. We should Enigma Jewel this turn. I don't have a turn 2 play anyways, so I could just archive turn 2. Now I have a turn 2 play. Let's collect our stuff. There's not lockdowning this deck. Herd Migration for a 3rd land. He's gonna overlord us. No, he's not overlording us. I wonder why. Does he want to use Leyline? I still get a card draw. Spelunking. Oh, damn it. One turn ahead of me. If I went first, I could have countered that. Okay, that's not bad. It's pretty important that I got to do that. Well, can I get an untapped land here? Let's find out. I cannot get an untapped land. Probably toss the Jace. Or I can't afford to toss anything else. I can toss the Archive. Oh man, Ghost Vacuum. Is it good against that deck? It's got Overlords, but it's not very good against the deck. Show the Spelunking while I can. Don't give him untapped lands. Don't give him unfettered control to untap lands, that is. River's Rebuke would be pretty painful for him too. Keep Harvest, he's gonna keep ramping. Yeah, that is a ramp deck, that's what they do. All I gotta do is counter their ramp things. Easier said than done, of course. I don't think I need the authority, so let's draw a card. Maybe we'll get a land. It's not a land. Maybe they have Leyline Binding.
Phyrexia showed me
Here,
the
mill 3
truth.
cards.
Flesh will always.
They do have a leyline binding. I mean,
The knowledge
I didn't even care if I
will
Jace stayed or not. I
clear
just want to draw a land. There we go. Then all the treasure goes to 3 steps ahead this turn. Feels bad, but I needed to do that to draw the land. Unless he doesn't do anything, which makes me happy. But I don't know if he's going to do that. Alright, what would I not care? If he plays the white Overlord, I wouldn't care. I don't think he would play that. Sacks to keep Harvest. That I also don't care. You can ram. He has twice as much lands as I do. All I have is treasure. Demo Field? Okay, do I have a card that I want to discard in my hand? Because I don't, and I have a land to play. I don't need to play the Collector's Vault. Well, not to play it. I don't need to activate the Collector's Vault. I could just counter whatever they played this turn, and then draw. Herd Migration. Draw 2 cards, and I'll discard a Seaform Coast. Activate. Do I discard the Jace? Do I discard the Archive? I can discard a Rebuke, it's not really doing anything right now. He doesn't have a big board. And I'm practically gonna counter everything he plays. I do need lands. So I think it's fine. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need 2 more mana, right? I can get there next turn, honestly. It's not too bad. If he doesn't do anything, I will get there next turn. Draw 10 cards. I can Demo Field. Is it worth it to Demo Field something here? It gets shuffled back in the graveyard, right? So. Let's just do it. A little less land draw is going to be good for me. Oh, I gotta get lost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12. 10 cards, 38.
Your hope is wasted. You cannot win.
Yep.
In time,
Mill a lot of cards.
nothing could be more vulnerable than your memory.
I do have enough for 3 steps, but do I care about this? 1, 2, 3. Just regular counter is enough, right? I mean, it doesn't matter whatever I toss him in the graveyard, because it will just get shuffled back. Now we do the thing. Untap up to 5 lands. GG! Ah. And we also have 2 Jace, we could just Jace him. Alright, our opponent is Romeo. Funny. Opponent goes first. We got a Ghost Vacuum, we got a Lockdown. Well, we'll see what kind of deck they're playing. Don't want to lock down our own Ghost Vacuum, but we might have to. Another Dimir! You don't say. Very rare for people to play Dimir. It's not a good deck, right? Don't want this land. It actively stops me from... No, I don't want this land. It actively stops me from getting 3 steps ahead. Sorry. Why would you pump it on the one that came into play this turn? Extra damage loss. No good reason. Here comes Kaito. Okay, here's not coming Kaito. Floodfarm Verge. Right, we get rid of those sirens. 1 for 2 is pretty good, but we are lower on life than I want to be. No creatures. No creatures, fantastic. Now, do I hold up a counterspell? I think we put out the Mazemind Tome. It's a little bit more important than a counterspell. It's marginally more important than a counterspell. Fey Bloom Trick. Yeah. Like I said, marginally more important, but not overtly. I'm gonna take 2. Curiosity. Man, that's really good for him, huh? I can stop him from drawing 1 card? Is that really worth it? I can't kill the Curiosity. So... You know what? You draw 2 cards. At the cost of him drawing 2 cards, I get to draw a card. It's like the 3rd lockdown in this deck that's not good against lockdown. Alright, what do I do here? Put out a Ghost Vacuum. Then we get lost to Curiosity. Still off by 1 card, huh? Got the Curiosity. Might have been right to play the Collector's Vault instead of Mazemind Tome, but Mazemind Tome helps me gain some life. That might be. Does not keep the Anoint. Does not keep the Nowhere to Run, but that is 4 damage per attack. That's a lot. Putting the break there does not help at all. Alright. Do we lock this down? 3 mana for lockdown, 3 mana for a counterspell. So I guess we just scry here. I could take 4. I don't want to take 4 though. But this is 4 life that I'm not going to get if I don't hit it, right? So... maybe it is just that. That's a useful card. Fairy Mastermind. me do the scry. I'm not gaining the life. Second vacuum is pointless. Then we draw. And we go to main. Lock everything down. Okay, Mastermind we kill. Flood Pit Drowner. They also killed. Exotic creatures. Do we Collector's Vault before we take out all the maps? That's kind of tricky, right? I can counter whatever he plays next, so I guess we could. That's still 5 mana. Alright, let's do it. Kind of a non-bow here, but maybe we'll be able to fight through the Romeo. Realmbreaker. That is a beautiful card. Sunfall's okay, but Realmbreaker is the beautiful card here. Didn't feel like there was a counterspell, so... Yeah, it's fine. No. We'll do the draw first. River's Rebuke. That's a funny card. Not very useful, but funny. I like that Sanctuary. But I like this Mazemind Tome even more. It's got his Sanctuary. I'll bite. He might have a Mirrex or something in his hand he's holding. I have 3 mana left, so let's just do the mill. I welcome your Soulstone Sanctuary. That's 28 cards left. We got through all of it. Now it's just a grind. Do we stop with Spyglass Iron? Draw a card. Still 3 mana? Jeez, alright. Well, let's Draw another card with a treasure here. Finale. How many? 25? Is that lethal? It's just lethal. Alright, let's not beat around the bush. Maybe he has a counter spell. Didn't feel like a stick.
I'll take note of all your failures. More efficient. All your hopes and dreams were for nothing. Your hope is wasted. You cannot win.
You cannot win with your Kaido cheat deck. Got it. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you've seen all of those crazy Jace games, how does this deck feel? Now, I have to say, I made this Enigma Jewel deck on the back of thinking of Mazemind Tome and Collector's Vault. It did sort of do that, but what I did notice is that what really happened a lot more was the Enigma Jewel on the Collector's Vault, or really just powering the Collector's Vault into a bunch of treasure tokens. The treasure tokens help us play a big finale. Opponent does not stop the big finale, and we win there. So, new heart of the deck, right? Finale of Revelation. This is actually a really fun card, and I think this will work in a lot of different decks out there, and this is just one shell of it. But it's pretty fun, and I'm very happy that I was able to win with this kind of a janky, sort of a mishmash of Azorius combo. I don't want to just go stale, the normal, bunch of removal, and then just 4 Jace and try to win that way. It's not as fun, so I want to stick a little bit of a combo in there. And what's more important is what I notice, the rats are out to play, but that's not the only deck out there. Now there's the mere Kaito that's also wreaking havoc. And you have to stop both of those decks, and the difficulty is they play differently. So it's very hard to stop both of them with one deck, right? The rat deck, you really need nowhere to run, because everything is hexproof. So in white, you can't do that. The black deck, you need to kill their creature before they get to use it for Kaito, and then you need instant speed interaction, which we don't have. So we don't have as much off. So it's really a trick. That's why I had to put in temporary lockdown. This does answer a lot of cards in both of those decks. Not only that, we have 4 Get Lost in this deck. Be very careful with how you sling your Get Lost. If you're playing against a Demir, most likely you want to Get Lost their Kaito, right? Because once the Kaito comes out, it's hexproof on their turn, so you can't really stop it in any way. We don't have that many creatures. So what you want to do is you're going to have to Get Lost on your turn. Does not feel good, but it's something that has to be done, and that's what Get Lost will be for in those kind of matchups. Be careful with that, and then you'll do quite well, like the videos you saw today. That's all I got for you. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.